Holy Spirit.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit. Activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit. Activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit. Activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit.
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit.
They better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit. Activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit. Activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit. Activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit.
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Anyways, hi. Oh my God. So we're at 90K. So we're at 90K. This is what I look like at 90K. Hair flip. Just 10 more thousand and we're getting a plaque. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. So hello everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I love you all. I love you all. I love you all. Hello. Hello, Tina. Hello, Russ. Hello, Carolyn, moderator. Hello, Fee. Sandra Williams. Hello. It's a vibe. Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness. Love my kisses. Hello. Miss Lily. Hello. Is y'all hitting the like? Is y'all hitting the like? Shots with JB. Yeah, it's 90K, girl. We did it. We did it. We almost there, y'all. We almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Shout out to wait, Dandy. Lord, it's gone. But hi, Sonia. B Love. Hello. Lindsay. Hello. Miss T. Hello. I love you all. Rena. Hello. I love you all. Lysandra, moderator. I love you. I love you. So y'all, we're at 90K. Hashtag no mentor. And here flip, we does this. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say I love you guys so much. And thank you. I mean, we're almost over 200 new subscribers, like overnight. We hit 9K and it's already on its way to 90.2. So shout out to all of you guys. Now y'all know I wait to come forward and say something because you got haters. As soon as they see you, hit a certain number, then they want to start unsubscribing and all of that. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna wait till it's real. I'm gonna wait till it's real official, and then I'm gonna go on there and say, so I'm like, I'll wait until tomorrow because the Sweetie Pie video. Shout out to everybody that's watching that. I know that'll bring in a new audience. So I was really excited to come forward and say something to y'all. So I love you guys. And again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I always say like our show and we, and all that, because y'all be like, why did he say that? Like it's his channel. No, my channel will be nothing without my audience, without the people that support me. So it belongs to us. It's not like, don't get me wrong, like it is mine, don't get me wrong. But it's like, we're collective. It's like how I look at it, like my subscribers, my moderators, they all assist me. They all help me with this journey. So I really, 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 really humbly appreciate it. Like, cause like y'all don't have to be here. Y'all don't have to support me. and y'all choose to. And I just want to let y'all know that I really, 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 really appreciate that. You know, I'm like, as content creators, we say it enough because we're so busy working that we forget what we're working for and the people that are assisting us while we work. And moderators and subscribers are very essential. We would truly be nothing without you. So I just thank you. Like I really, really, really appreciate it. Again, if you would have told me years ago that, hey, you're gonna go on YouTube and you're gonna surpass 90K or get to 90, I would just look at you like you're crazy. I was like, what does all that mean? I don't even know what any of that means. But yeah, I'm very appreciative. And I will never forget where I came from. And it's y'all. I come from my subscribers. I come from my moderators. You guys have helped me and molded, little O'Shawn, into, a wave. So a movement, if you will. So shout out to y'all. Like I really thank you, because literally I am one person. So all of this growth and all of the good things, the blessings and stuff that keeps coming my way, I feel like y'all are it. Y'all are the reason. It's because of you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't say it enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yay. So we're about to get into these topics. We're at 90K. Look at the Lord. I love us. We are amazing. So let's get messy. Why not? Let's go. Let's get messy. Oh Lord, it's the move. Lord, it is the move.
Falling in love. Hey, 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 falling in love.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Natalie, for the super sticker. Right. Right. Oh no. Jamie said, oh no. He leaks. He leaks. Nathaniel leaks. Girl. Now the second Nene right here when she did it this time, that sounded a little bit bad. Oh my God. Okay. The second one, this right here, this Nene, this one. This Nene right here, bitch. Ooh. But this Nene Gates, when she did it the second time, when Nene did it right here, she did it. This the warm up. This was the warm up. But when Nene came right here, did it, gone. He leaks. Gone, Nathaniel leaks. Now this one, the second time she did it was cute. Now the warm up wasn't the greatest. The warm up when she did it this time right here, when Nathaniel. When she did it the second time, I'm like, gone, Nene. But when she did it the first time, now the warm up, I wasn't here for it. I wasn't here for the warm up. But I was here for when she did it the second time. Y'all look at he leaks Nathaniel, he leaks. Falling in love.
Falling in love. Hey, falling in love. Hey, falling in love. Hey.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Nathaniel leaks. Please don't sing again. Don't do that. Please, girl. Oh my God. Okay. If she threw that A on there like she was jamming, you're not. Because you and Tony, because I love Tony, because Tony Braxton, that's my girl. She just did this same thing. It was a little lower. Tony put that baritone on it. I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to feel something. So Tony, I was like, okay, Tony, everything ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody. But Nene, he Nathaniel, please refrain from singing. all of the time. Don't ever feel the spirit. Okay? I don't care how cute the song is. Just let it be cute. Just vibe to a girl, because I already don't like you in them teeth. So it's just like, girl. But she tried it. She Nene tried it. She absolutely did. I'm gonna need y'all to hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. All right, I love y'all. Hit the like. So this was very cute. Now, some of y'all told me that this person right there, this not Nene. Yes, it is. That ain't Nene. It's not. Serious question. That's not. Right there. I mean, whatever. So Nathaniel Leaks, girl, cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Moving right along. Oh, it's Rumpelstiltskin. So Rumpelstiltskin, Jada Rumpa, Pickett, Steals Rumpa. Yes, get it together, get the name together. That's how I go. Now she over here apologizing, over here with these apologize, telling this woman, okay, or Sheree, we are first wife. She over here telling her Apollo line about being in a relationship, being in the scene too soon, come around too soon. Now, all of y'all hooping and hollering at me under my surviving that I did, yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to get that together. I'm gonna need y'all to get that together because y'all owe me an apology. Rumpelstiltskin Pinkett owe me an apology because I did it in the video and said that look, Rumpelstiltskin Pinkett Smith. Miss Augusta herself, Mrs. Alcina, girl. She was over there. Jada Alopecia Rumpelstiltskin, Pinkett Smith was over there in that man's face too early. Now I said that. I said there wasn't a piece of divorce, separated, none of that. How this woman still at the house, calling her hot, and your bald head ass. No alopecia, because you whatever. Jada Rumpelstiltskin, Pinkett Smith. And girl, you over there answering the phone with alopecia. Girl. And the woman wasn't moved out or none of that because she was still with her husband. But you over there playing secretary. You over there playing Bernice Bugo. That's what was going on. So now let's listen to her lie, her Apollo lie, girl, because we already told her it's fine. Like, you ain't got to apologize now. It's too late.
Don't. Expert advice that will make you rethink how you look at forgiveness.
Nedrick is on a mission to start an unforgiveness revolution.
I'm having a whole moment. I'm sorry. On this RTT,
A very special guest.
Oh, you sparkling!
Cherie, once the wife of Will, is at the table for an important conversation about toxic forgiveness, the unhealthy way we pretend to be over it.
Do you think there's anything else we have yet to forgive each other for? I can remember some times that I really crossed the line.
To quote the creator of Red Table, that part.
She marched all up in that house, like, marched right into that master bedroom.
What?
I was like, Lord Jesus.
Actress Jana Kramer.
You found out he cheated with about 13 women?
More.
Wow. I would imagine, too, you'd be mad as hell.
And I looked through the phone bill and was like, started calling these numbers.
People think they know the entire story, and they don't.
Expert advice that will make you rethink how you look at forgiveness.
Nedrick is on a mission to start an unforgiveness revolution.
I'm having a whole moment. I'm sorry.
I don't know what the hell you crying for, Sheree. Rumpelstiltskin should have been crying. It should have been Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin should have been crying because she sitting over there answering the phones. Girl, she was all up in your house. She was all up in your house. So I would have drugged her from that red table if I was Sheree. If I was Sheree, I would have drugged her from the table. Okay, because I'm sick of Rumpelstiltskin. Okay, she just won't shut up. Okay, now she over here on red table in everybody's business but their own. Will sat there and answer 3 questions. Girl. And then on the show, but everybody else, you want to dig all up in their life, their childhood trauma, you know, all of that. But then Beige Smith sit across from you, ask them 2-3 questions, y'all shake hands, and y'all walk off, act like y'all still in love. Acting like y'all still in love. Y'all is not in love. Gross. So girl. So y'all is not in love. Girl, you tried it. Girl, your best friend. Girl, your bestie. Girl. So anyways, so Jada, and to over there talk to Sheree. Sheree said that, and Rumpelstiltskin Pickett Smith, said that Sheree go on vacations with Will without Jada Rumpelstiltskin Pickett Smith. I said, well, Jada do the same thing. Jada went on a whole vacation with Willa and the baby, the other boy, Jaden. Yeah, that's what happened. They went on vacation with you on Augusta, Alcina. Will went there. He went there. Why folk come? You could go on vacation. Of course, there ain't no problem that he go on vacation with Sheree. Like, why not? I mean, you do it. You do it, Rumpelstiltskin Smith. You and your 2 churn was on vacation with Augusta Alcina without Will multiple times. So, like, and then Will even went on one of the vacations with y'all. So, like, that's why, like, y'all are weird. Y'all are so weird. Beige and weird. I don't know. Maybe it's the fluorescent over there. Because all of y'all are weird. Even your mama Adrian weird. She's sitting there basically a deadbeat. But y'all sitting here acting like y'all been this close y'all whole life. No, y'all haven't. No, y'all haven't, Jada. Because remember, Jada Rumpelstiltskin Pickett Smith, girl, when you over there with your grandma, when you over there masturbating and all of that as a child, your granny told you go in there and flick your bean, and all of that stuff, girl, your mama wasn't there. She absolutely wasn't. So she been in rehab basically your whole life. And now y'all just trying to act like y'all done had this relationship this whole damn time. Like y'all have. Y'all are weird. Y'all like to hop and skip and jump over y'all stuff about why a deadbeat mom basically is sitting up there with you. How she can't become no mama when you grown. You already grown. I'm like, Jada, we supposed to hate her. I don't know if you got the memo, but we ain't supposed to like her. Rumpelstiltskin. We're not supposed to like her. Like, not like that. Like, we could forgive her and everything, but she don't need to be on our show. And she don't need to be on our show because we don't even know enough about her. Like, we don't even know her. We don't. Well, all we know is what she tell us, and she was drunk through the majority of that. So she only remember highlights. She remember before she passed out. Like, that's it. So, yeah, we ain't got time for that. So, why is she here? I'm like, why is Adrian here? Why is she here a whole loser? Like, Adrian, I'll tell you to your face, you wasn't no good mama. Like, we ain't got to go through. You want to go over how you wasn't a good mama? Because we can. We could go over that. We could go over why Willow just used to sit there and cry. Making songs talking about some, I cry. We know you cry. Taking pictures with teardrops down her face. So, yeah, we get it. All y'all weird. All of y'all are weird. Because when Jada would have sat there at that red of a table and said what she said about Sheree and said, babe, I came around too soon. I was in bitch. I thought that this was your man, your money, your mansion. I thought this was your man, your money, your mansion, girl. What happened to that? What happened to that? Y'all be getting that real twisted. You already knew that you was in the scene too early, Rumpelstiltskin Pinkett Smith. Because why would the woman be calling her house where her stuff is if her and Will are done? No. The only people that knew that Will and Sheree wasn't together no more was you and Will. Because you were the other woman in the wife's house with her husband. Y'all never told Sheree. Sheree and Will were having their differences, but you and Will have had yours too. So would it be okay, Jada, for you and Will to be having some trouble in y'all marriage, and then you call the house and I'm like, Smith residence. Hey, Jada, what? Where's Will? In between my legs. Where's August, bitch? Would that be okay, Jada, girl? Because that's what she did to Sheree. You knew that they were married. You knew that they were married. Had a whole son, all of that. They had a whole family. And then here come you and your alopecia. So it's just like, girl, Jada, Rumple, girl. Girl, if I was Sheree, I would have tipped that table over. I would have tipped that table. I don't give a damn how long ago it was. I don't give a damn how long ago it was. You sat in my face and made me look like a liar. Like I was lying, like I didn't know my marriage. It wasn't your fault. It was that, no, you're right. It wasn't your fault, but you also didn't have to get involved. Now, did you? Beige Pickett Smith. You had to get involved. You didn't have to do that. You could have been like, look, Fresh Prince. Look, brother, you said this over with proof. Come holler at me. Come take me to dinner with the divorce paper signed. Then take me out. That's just fine. But no. I ain't worried about nobody else taking you. Swear you love me. You swear you want to be with me. Okay, do what you said you was going to do. I influenced you wanting to leave her. You were approaching me already wanting to leave her. So go take care of that. You don't need me. Go take care of that. Because that's going to be my house, my mansion, and you're my man. So that's what's going to happen. So go get rid of her. Hurry up. Go get rid of her. No, don't go put her out. Don't go do none of that. No, I want it to be over. I want it to be over. Okay? Jada could have did that, but instead, she chose to be with Will. So you were the whole other woman, and you knew you were. But she tried to make it look like Sheree was lying. Will was a single man when I got with him. Stop lying. Like, no, he was not. Just like that's what I don't like about her. Like, why keep, it's like she want to tell the truth bits by bits. Every season, she want to come forward about something she lied about. Girl, you knew why Gabrielle Union wasn't on Bad Boys 3. Bad Boys 4. You already knew. You were the reason. You were. You ain't want Will around Gabrielle Union. Cut it out. Although she a whole married woman, but you still think she a slut. So let's tell the truth. Like, you still think Gabrielle Union is a thought. Tell the truth to shame the devil. Because she whole married. She was married when that movie was being filmed, all of that. And she still wasn't in it. So Will thought it was in his best interest to not have you around, or to have her around because of you. Not because he really didn't want Gabrielle there. No, you. You the reason. And I guess she ain't gonna tell us until 2030. Then she gonna come tell us. Then she gonna like, well, I may have said to Will that Gabby, we stick that. That's what I'm sick of her. Every season, she want to come forward and tell a new truth that she lied about. Girl, bye. So move right along from Jada Rumpelstiltskin, Pickett Smith. That's why I'm watching that show now. That's why I'm watching now. Now, this girl, shout out to Neighborhood Talk. Black China serves this TikToker cease and desist after a woman claimed China kidnapped her and attempted to pimp her out, right? So now I remember this girl because if y'all remember, I think it was like, I don't know if it was this year, if it was last year, maybe even this year. But she posted a video of her coming out of Black China's like hotel room. I don't know if I believe it was a hotel. And she was like running out of there, like literally. Like she ran out of that hotel like her life was in danger. And China and the people inside of the hotel room were pulling the young lady back in the room. They were trying to get her to come back in. So absolutely. Before y'all block this hole, we ain't made it to Tasha K. Kendrick, you are definitely giving me a BJ wrong. You absolutely are. We ain't made it to Tasha K. Ho. All you have to do is stick around. She ain't nobody just like you ain't. She ain't nobody just like your fat ass ain't. Kendrick. She ain't nobody just like your big round ass ain't. Like whenever you get through, girl, we ain't made it to that bald head ass bitch. We ain't made it to the crumb snatcher, to roach killer. We ain't made it to her yet. She ain't nobody. We ain't about to rush to get to her because your big ass just got done cooking your food and you want to hear about her while you eat. You big hoe. Now block that fat fucker. Block her. Now moving right along. I'll be on station head after this if you want to get some off your chest. If you would like to get your issue. But don't ever rush me to talk about somebody that got crumbs on their head ever again. Don't you ever do that again in your dry ass life, in your dry existence. We ain't never gonna talk about a whole shoes like this. What are you talking about? With feet like these. Feet only a mother can love. We'll get to her when we get to her. She ain't nobody just like you ain't. Y'all have to realize y'all worth. You don't have none. Realize Tasha would never defend you, you basic bitch. Realize that. Don't ever rush me to talk about that whole again in your life. That should have offended me. Like to rush to talk about somebody basic? Are you kidding me? So anyways, like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by a fat guy in a little coat. Black China served this girl. Now this girl, no, because people be trying it. Y'all, they be trying it. Don't try me. Do not try me. I'll be letting you hold fly. We ain't doing that no more. We ain't doing that no more. I'm gonna call y'all out. Y'all want attention? It's nothing. But don't ever rush me again in your life to talk about a loser. Like that. That's what we're not going to do. Try it. Moving right along. So, gays, now you will look but not be able to touch. Absolutely. You can look, but you can't talk. Now, all courtesy of Tasha. Courtesy of your mama, Tasha. Ha ha. And I still ain't blocked on her channel, but you blocked over here. Moving right along. So, gays, so this white girl was running out of that hotel, girl, with the fear of her life. She ain't know what was going on, and neither did we, y'all. So we were sitting there looking at the screen like, girl, what happened? Girl, what is going on with you? And we saw Black China in a robe, y'all. She had on a robe, and she was trying to get the girl to come back in the room. And it was somebody, I think it was like 2 other men or something like that, another woman, or something like that, that was in the room, and they were all trying to get her to come back in. Now, she had never spoke. So everybody was wondering, like, well, what happened? Like, what actually went on? So she comes forward and tells her story. So let's get into it. So if y'all remember the hotel video, actually, let me see if I can pull it up while this video plays.
Guest house like a sign. My phone was on 3% and she wouldn't let me charge it, so there was really nothing I could do. I was really screwed. For 6 hours, China held me hostage. She drank an entire bottle of Casamigos in front of me. She wouldn't let me be alone. Every time she had to use the bathroom, she would make me go into the bathroom with her. She took shits in front of me. She forced me to take a wet towel and wipe off all of my makeup. She was doing weird things all night, like comparing our hand sizes and trying on my shoes. She kept telling me that I had to stay until 10 a.m. because that's when Dream was going to be out of the home. And she was going to go crazy on me at 10 a.m. She kept saying things like that. I really didn't know what was going on. She kept saying things like, I'll be honest with you about what's going on here once you're honest with me. At about 9:45 a.m., China FaceTimed some woman named Donna, who told me she was in the escorting industry on FaceTime. And I don't have time to go into the details, but China and I met on Instagram. As you can see, we were DMing. I ended up sending her my number. She FaceTimed me at 3 a.m. LA time. My best friend, Alex Marker, was on the FaceTime call as well. As you can see, Black China follows my best friend, Alex Marker, on Instagram. So while China was FaceTiming with me and Alex, she invited me over to her house at 4 a.m. In hindsight, going to Black China's house at 4 a.m. was probably stupid, but I'm me. I love a good adventure, and come on, who's going to turn down going to Black China's house and meeting Dream Kardashian? Long story short, I get there. I have to sign an NDA, but this...
I turn it down. I, as an adult, I don't care to meet Dream. What do I want to meet Dream for? She's a beautiful little girl, but you're trying to make China sound weird. You sound weird too. So it's like you literally were bribed with meeting Dream, a little girl. What are you a fan of when it comes to Dream? She doesn't do anything. She's just a kid. She just goes to school and stuff just like any other normal kid. What are you a fan of? She's seen on TV, but she's not on TV. So I find it weird that you wanted to meet Dream. Like, why would you want to meet her? You're an adult. I could see like your little sister, you know, somebody they like the just happen to like the Kardashians, and they think Dream is super cute and or would want to meet. I would see a little kid, but you go over to China house at 3 o'clock in the morning in the hopes to see Dream. What? What? Like, you're an adult. You're like, who would refuse to hang out with China? I don't know, me? Not to go see no Dream. Now, if China's trying to smash, I'll go. I'd go over there. But I'm not going over there to meet no child. Like, gross. Like, what I want to meet Dream for? Like, I mean, it'd be cute if I met China somewhere in the public and she had Dream with her. That would be cute. I'm like, oh, Dream, you know. Or like Robert Kardashian or, you know, something like that. And they have Dream with them. Oh, that'd be cute. You know, like, oh, Dream, little Dream. You know, like you get to meet her. But I want to go to Black China's house because she said that I get to meet Dream. And I'm an adult. I'm going to hang out with an adolescent child. Like, you're weird too, Xena Subpoenas. Like, I went over to China, she said shit in front of me, and she did this in front of me, and she did that in front of me, and but you're going over there to see Dream. That's weird. But let's keep going.
NDA was unlike any other NDA I've ever signed in my life. I had to put down all kinds of identifying features about myself on this NDA, like my eye color, my hair color, my height, what I was wearing. I was like, okay, this is really strange. Right after I signed the NDA is when China very intimidatingly said, all the stories you read about me kidnapping people are true. Now, I've never seen any stories about China kidnapping people. I read them after this happened to me. I got a gut feeling I was in danger, but there was nothing I
There are other stories of other women that have stated these things about China. So she's not lying when she says that. There are stories. There absolutely is. And we have a video coming. We have a video coming, Surviving Black China. There have been other people, other women especially, that have come forward and said certain things like this, the same thing that this woman is expressing that has happened with China. So I guess China gonna be sending me a cease and desist next because I'm definitely gonna get into it. Absolutely.
do because I was in a gated home. I couldn't unlock the gate and get out. This is the only photo I have from inside China's house. It was in her guest house, like a sign. My phone was on 3% and she wouldn't let me charge it, so there was really nothing I could do. I was really screwed. For 6 hours, China held me hostage. She drank an entire bottle of Casamigos in front of me. She wouldn't let me be alone. Every time she had to use the bathroom, she would make me go into the bathroom with her. She took shits in front of me. She forced me to take a wet towel and wipe off all of my makeup. She was doing weird things all night, like comparing our hand sizes and trying on my shoes. She kept telling me that I had to stay until 10 a.m. because that's when Dream was going to be out of the home. And she was going to go crazy on me at 10 a.m. She kept saying things like that. I really didn't know what was going on. She kept saying things like, I'll be honest with you about what's going on here once you're honest with me. At about 9:45 a.m., China FaceTimed some woman named Donna, who told me she was in the escorting industry on FaceTime. And I don't have time to go into the details, but China and I met on Instagram. As you can see, we were DMing. I ended up.
I found the video. I'm gonna pull that up. It's right here. We're out. So yeah, she was going to go to the bathroom with her and all this. I'm like, oh, weird. Now this is the video that we were talking about that she was basically running out of China's room, you know, and whatnot. So now that was weird. Let's pull it back to right here to when she was coming out of the room, because it's them trying to grab her for me. So at this moment, China's literally grabbing her. Like, why are you grabbing her? Now, I see she like stole something or, you know, something like that. But why are you grabbing her? Like, if she wants to leave, just let her go. Like, what? If nothing weird here is going on, it shouldn't be a problem for her to just leave. And for other people, like to have to come and get her, you know, like I'm not leaving until y'all let her out. I mean, that says a lot too, you know, because it's like, why can't she leave? Like, what? I mean, if she stole something, call the police. You know, or something. I mean, because I don't get what other reason would you want a person. Now, something's missing, and you got this person wanting to leave, and it's just like, well, no, until we find what is missing, ain't nobody going nowhere. You know, type of situation. And if don't nobody want to empty their pockets and stuff like that, then just call the police. You know, it's that simple. So, I'm just saying with this, because with all the other stuff she stated that went on inside of the room, that's her story. You know, that I can't argue with her. And if China says that those things didn't happen inside of the room, I can't argue with her either because I wasn't inside of it. Only the people inside of the room knew what was going on. But what she stated is, you know, she tried to basically sell her, you know, is what she's getting. And there's multiple girls. It's not just it's multiple girls that have come forward and said some of them were basically sold to a certain degree. You know, not in because people looked at it like, oh, she's just trying to that China's pimping the girls out. No, it's more so selling them to somebody basically to pimp out. You know, is what it's giving. You know, so I just don't understand why they were grabbing her and whatnot. Because if she stole something, they could have, you know, you would have thought China would have vocalized that. China was standing in the hallway at the end of the video, right here, before they get in the elevator. Let's pull China. Of media. So that's China, right there, Black China at the door. So China wasn't yelling at her, like, give me back my stuff, or they're like, that's what I'm saying. I really don't understand, like, why are you trailing her down the hallway, following her? Like, why are you doing all of that? I do feel like illegal things were going on in the room. I do feel like there was drinking. I do feel like there was other things probably going down as well. And I think that the young ladies that were with China were part of whatever she was in there doing. And whatnot. So, you know, being, you know, drunk, being in a drunken state and, you know, high, you know, if you will, you know, and stuff like that. And you got this person trying on your shoes. And like I said, I don't know if her story's real. I don't know. I wasn't there, but seeing this, it speaks volumes. Like it definitely says a lot. It is alarming. It is weird. I'm just saying, China, let's watch it one more time real quick. I'm saying, China, this is weird. It is very weird. It is weird. I know. I've stated multiple times that there's multiple victims. Is what I'm saying. But not everybody has went into detail like this, the girl that's on the neighborhood talk, how she has. She's going into like detail. But a girl like this has not, but I'm sure their stories are similar, is what I'm saying. So yeah, I know this is a different girl. This is like the fourth time somebody said that in the chat. I get it. I said that there's multiple victims. I'm doing a surviving on it. So trust me, I know. But what I'm stating is not everybody, some people got away, but some people didn't. And there's stories about people that didn't get away right away, meaning they went to the next level. They went to being basically escorted, you know, and stuff like that. So that's what I'm just, because that girl doesn't have a video on Neighborhood Talk. She doesn't have a video like this. So I can't really just, it's better to show people than to talk about it. It's like, look, let me show you what happened to a girl. And this girl is stating this on the Neighborhood Talk. So it doesn't seem too far-fetched, is what I'm saying. Yes, that girl is I believe she is the girl on, what was it, TikTok? That licked the toilet, the one that's on the Neighborhood Talk, talk about that, which is, I mean, that says a lot, but still at the same time, an experience is an experience. So she's went through these things with China. Who am I to tell her she didn't? You know, I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't there. Shout out to Yvonne for the super sticker. I wasn't there, but yeah, I don't think, I think it's to a certain degree, China's trying to be a pimp. I think she's more so of a recruiter. I don't feel China is the actual pimp herself, because China is a technical celebrity. So with as big as her name is, or what, not being connected to stuff like this is not a good look, you know, at all whatsoever. So I think that she gets paid a pretty penny, possibly, to recruit the girls. I don't think she's trying to, you know, actually be involved with sending them to John's and stuff like that now. I don't feel like she's trying to do all of that, because that's just too much work, you know, keeping up with the girls and, you know, and all of that stuff. No, but I do think that she is a recruiter, because it's easy for her to get beautiful women to come around her, you know, no matter what race or nationality. It's not hard for Black China to do. So I do believe that she's a recruiter that collects the check, is how I feel about the situation. So yeah, but back to the video. The toilet girl also stated that China was being really mean to her, that China was being mean, saying a bunch of crazy stuff to her, that she didn't understand, why she was being like that. And she trying to tell her that she gonna F her up when Dream leaves and, and all of that, So that's what I'm saying. I'm connecting the two, is what I'm saying. And this young lady was stating as well. She was being really rude to me. I don't get why. I'm sorry. She kept apologizing to China like she did something wrong. Even the boy told her, like, you didn't do anything wrong. Like, you didn't do anything wrong. So what's going on is China allegedly out here snatching people, the snatchers. China out here allegedly snatching girls off the script, off of the DMs is what's going on. So I agree. I believe that they should have called the police as well, especially if there was something criminal going on. But when you do certain stuff yourself, like if you're sitting somewhere getting high and doing some stuff you're not supposed to be doing, then it's a little harder to call the police. With some people in their mentality, they think like, oh, well, I'm like this, or I have this on me, or something like this, so I don't want to call the police. I don't care about none of that. If it's to the point where you need to call the police, throw that shit in the nearest garbage and call the police. I don't care how high you are, call the police. I don't care how drunk you are, call the police. Like, call the police. Because I feel like a lot of men, there's a lot of young girls out there that like to drink or want to drink, and stuff like that. And they know they're not supposed to. So a lot of men get these girls drunk and intoxicated, and they take advantage of them sexually. And then the girls feel like they can't say anything because they're drunk. I can't call the police because I'm intoxicated. I'm drunk. I'm not supposed to be. I'm going to get in trouble. Because they don't realize what happened to them will overweigh them being drunk or high. Or none of that matters. All that matters is what happened to you, you reporting it, and you get into a safe place. That's all that matters. But they don't think that way. They think like, oh, I'm going to be in trouble because I snuck out or because I did this. I'm going to get blamed, instead of them just feeling like they can say something, So I feel like a lot of people feel that way, So like, well, I'm going to get in trouble, so I don't want to say anything. I'd rather just keep it on the inside. I'm out of here. That's all that matters to me. I got out, that's enough for me instead of getting something done about it, So yeah, I feel like a lot of people think that way. A lot of people overlook, when they've done something wrong and somebody's done something wrong to them, they still feel like the responsible party, So with her continuously apologizing, when I was like, what are you apologizing for? Like, what did you do? You didn't do anything. You were somewhere you didn't want to be, and when it was time for you to leave, they wouldn't allow you to, So that's not your fault, like you're not in trouble, or anything for that. But a person will blame themselves. Like with her saying, I'm sorry, it's admitted guilt, to something. I'm sorry for what I did. And it's like, you didn't do anything, but you feel that way. You can feel like it's your fault. Like I said, a lot of people get abused and they blame themselves instead of blame the person that did it to them. It's just like, well, if I wouldn't have did this, or if I wouldn't have been there, if I wouldn't have this, instead of them, because that's where all the blame belongs. So, and if this situation is similar or just like the toilet liquor, then that's a very scary situation to be placed in when somebody tricks you into coming somewhere and then they just gonna hand you off to somebody. Like, what are you doing? Like, and then have that big old man in there, like and the other men in there too. That could be very intimidating. It's just like, ain't no way I'm getting through him. Ain't no way I'm getting through him. And if China don't let the girls out of their sight, meaning if I go use the restroom, you come in here too, that could be really scary and weird. It's like, I don't want to see you pee. I don't want to hear you poop. Like, I don't want to, like, why do I have to come in there? Like, it's weird. Like that's weird. So, yeah, so China sent this girl, where were we? Yes, a cease and desist. This girl, now this is the girl that licked the toilet. So a lot of people feel like she may be clout chasing. So that's why people aren't taking her necessarily serious. But at the same time, like I just showed y'all, if other people have had this experience, and this girl does have receipts that she did meet China. She does have receipts of that. So even if people feel like she's a clout chaser, well, this clout chaser collected some clout from China because they definitely met. She was coming with receipts. She didn't come forward and just state what happened, but has nothing to back it. She has things to back what she's saying. So to just counter out, I mean, you go right ahead. But at the same time, the receipts and this happening to other people, and it's more common that the majority of the victims that I have alleged, that I've seen are white. They absolutely are, because Black girls do not hang with China like that. They do not. They do not. I think China got beat up before by a black girl because the black girl was like, "Oh no, you ain't sending me no girl. When I leave here, I'm going home. What you bet? And I'm gonna leave when I want to." So China like to take, the little vulnerable white girls that aren't used to being in situations like that or around them, and then super duper intimidate them by placing big ass strong men around them, big bodyguards, all of this, and they standing near the door and all of that because the bodyguard was right by the door as well. So it's like, well, was he right there the whole time? Because I mean, that would be scary. Somebody heard, somebody 5'3", 5'4", 110, 20 pounds wet, like with this big old, this nigga 6'5'9", 245 pounds. It's like that would be scary. Like it would be very intimidating, to be in that type of situation as a woman, especially. Like I could definitely see people being afraid. And from what I gather, China has not done this to any black girls because she already know y'all ain't going. Black girls are not going. As soon as they see something that ain't supposed to be right, nah, you go open that door. Excuse me, sir. Oh, you ain't saying nothing but a word. My cousin Ryan, same, just as big as you. Yeah, where you at? Because we ain't going. Like it's just not happening. So the majority of the victims are Caucasian women. But moving right along from that. So I will be dropping a surviving. I may drop it tomorrow. Depends on the time I have. But I might drop it tomorrow. I've already started it. So so we will definitely be getting into this and putting receipts to receipts and screenshots up of the text messages and the DM messages that she's had between these girls. We will dive into all of that. We absolutely will. So so like I said, I guess she'll be sending me one next because we definitely about to talk about it. We absolutely are. Why Candy, why? Just why? Done slept with a different nigga in Atlanta in every outfit. Candy, just, are you that bored? I see if you was like selling bras or, something like that. You just doing this just cause. It's like, why? We know you could never lean that far. I know you're trying to do the Michael Jackson, but he would not have failed. You would have. You absolutely would. You absolutely would fall. Right. What is Todd doing? Because, girl, like, you're bored. You're bored with nothing, Sonya. She ain't selling nothing. And then Marlo at Bravo Content, and they asking her, who you feel like wants the most attention? The celebrity wise, like, right, that's who here. I don't know, Candy. Yeah, I get it. Candy, you're boring, girl. Ever since you allegedly was supposed to have drug Portia down to that dungeon by her ankles, you and unemployed unemployed Todrick. Girl, Candy. Girl, you can't do a pull-up, but you acting like you could do the lean by Michael Jackson. Girl, stop it. Yeah, she is boring today. Candy is so boring. She is. Candy bores the hell out of me. And she absolutely does. She absolutely does. She does. Ty raising the churn. That baby she bought. I mean, that's what I said. Where do you get the girl that has everything? A baby. So, she done bought a child and, got the other child a nose job and sent her on off to college. And she is very pretty. Candy is beautiful. Candy's a beautiful girl. Her face card does not decline. I'm not a liar. I ain't never no hater. Candy is gorgeous. I think Candy is a very beautiful woman. I absolutely do. I think she's gorgeous. But she is boring. She's just so basic. Yes, she bought a baby. That last baby, she bought that baby. She ain't push a piece of that child out, Kimberly girl. She bought the baby. Just like Kim Kardashian, them bought kids she sent over there with. Them bought churn. Chloe just bought a baby. They just buying churn. So, yes. So they love ripping out their DNA, throwing it in somebody else, and giving them a check to do it. I mean, how do you literally, especially if you can have kids yourself, like running around doing everything that a person would do normally when they're pregnant, which is 10 times harder to do, like a woman trying to work while pregnant is way harder to do when you're not. So you sitting around doing all of this work while your baby cooking elsewhere. So yeah, I just So she bought a baby and handed it to Todd, and I had doing the 6 to 7 jobs that she do, because Todd sitting at home because them Mama Joyce's restaurants. Them Mama Joyce's and Candy Aunties, they own all of them. They Todd is a micromanager. That's all he is. So yes, Todd is the manny. Yes. The at-home father, absolutely. The house husband, the steadman. He is absolutely at home raising them last 2 children. He absolutely is. He raising Cash, and he is raising, and his name Cash. I think that's what is it? And the bought baby, the baby that they paid for, the baby that came with a receipt, because my churn receipts was birth certificates. Their baby literally got handed to them with a price tag on the ankle. So yeah, they buying churn, all of that stuff. Buying the churn. So shout out to Todd for over there being the best mother. I mean, the best father he could be. Absolutely. Because Candy doing everything but raising her churn. She doing everything but raising her churn. You would have thought she would have learned with Riley. Absolutely. Because Candy, Riley only like you because you spoiled the shit out of her. I'm going to need you to stop acting like Mama Joyce and raise that girl. Cut it out. You was too busy on the road talking about some, you're my, a good girl. You're my little secret. And that's how. So when you was doing all of that, your mama was raising that damn baby. That's why I understand why you was putting so much flack on Riley Daddy, because y'all one in the same. I'm like, well, neither one of y'all weren't really there. You just spent more money on her. Like, weird. I'm like, girl, please don't put too much on him for being absent when you were too. Just because you called more, and then you got to FaceTime when iPhones came out, girl. I'm like, gross. I'm like, yeah, she tried it. I'm like, yeah, Candy, you weren't either. Yeah, Mama Joyce raised that baby. That's why you let her run all over you. That's why you let her run all over Todrick. That's why you let her run all over your employee / husband. Girl. That's why, because I'm like, why folk come? Is she putting so much on this man for not being a ride of life if she wasn't either? Girl, Riley wasn't on tour with you. She wasn't. Riley wasn't in the studio with you. Riley wasn't in the studio. He was writing No Scrubs and all that. She wasn't there. She wasn't there. No. When you was like, I'm trying so very hard. When you was doing all that, I'm trying so very hard. When you was doing all of that, so keep our love. When you was doing all of that, I'll say, yeah, I see you looking up on my ass and your shoes got you shaking. I don't think you know what to do. When you was doing all of that, girl, Rhonda was with Miss Mama Joyce. So I'm like, no, I was absent and I'm still absent. But why you absent out of our baby life? Girl, why was you? I was working. He was too. Girl, he in jail. He ain't broke. Girl. So I'm just like, yeah, why weren't you? Neither one of y'all was. That's why she's so awkward. Because mommy or daddy was, daddy wasn't there. Neither one of y'all was. When she was criticized, all of that. Baptized, all of that. You wasn't Candy? Mommy wasn't there. I mean, you tried. You tried to be there every birthday, stuff like that. I mean, but that's not raising your child. Like, let's keep it real. You made groups with Tamika Oink Oink Harris. All of that. Y'all run around singing for nothing, just putting music together for nothing. So y'all was around doing all that. Y'all was around doing it because you're borderline pop quiz. Like you're borderline girl. That's why you want Akbar. That's why you helped her with that money when she acted like she was queen of Atlanta, just getting out of jail. All of that, you helped her because unfit, unfit, recognize unfit. I'm like, okay, girl. Candy, okay, girl. So your hair flip. So move right along. Candy girl, I don't really like you, girl, but you're beautiful. Girl, you're beautiful, but I don't like it, and I cuss you out in the day. I said out of your face. So Kanye, now I'm not playing the video because he said the R word, and I don't like the R word. I don't like that. Okay, I love all children and people that are challenged or have a disability or anything like that. I love them. Okay, I love the guy. I've worked with them many years. I understand them on a whole nother level. So yeah, I don't like that word. I literally hate that word. I loathe I'm both R words, but this starts with an R, ends with a D, not ends with an E. I hate both those words, but I really hate the one that ends with a D. I just don't like it, right? I don't like it. And Kanye just went forward and stated that since Elon Musk or President Biden does not listen to Elon Musk or take Elon Musk's advice, that the president is an R word. For not listening. Now, I'm not here to defend Biden at all. Biden is it still Joe? Is it still living Biden? I'm not here to defend him at all. I'll let his drugged out son handle that. So here flip. Oh, and Biden, get your son. Get your son. He got all type of nudes out there, and he got bulbs with clouds in it and letting girls do all that. I'm like, oh, your son is a mess. I'm like, this is the president's son doing all this? I was like, oh my goodness, your son is a mess. Collect that. You're the first real ghetto president because y'all going, that's trifling. That's trifling. Very ghetto. Very ghetto. So yeah, here flip. So I'm just like, Biden, get your cracked out son. Like, what is going on with him? And then every time somebody asks Biden about him, he swear for Lord that he's somewhere getting better. No, he not. He had a Motel 6 with a prostitute. Is where he has sucking on something with white clouds coming in. I'm like, no, your son is weird. Get him. So yeah, here flip. But Kanye, Coon Yeezy, Kanye. It's just getting canceled left and right, y'all. So finished. Yay, Kanye West documentary shelved by the studio. So the studio done got rid of it. They're like, look, we ain't doing this. So this is about the more recent things that he's saying, not just the Jewish comments, and stuff like that. More so of the recent thing, like he just won't shut up. I'm like, Kanye, shut up. And then Kanye West and Good Music label reportedly no longer a part of Def Jam. So with Kanye going around saying how rich he is and stuff like this and blah this. I also saw Kanye respond to people asking him about being about Balenciaga separating themselves from him and not supporting him, and things like that. And Kanye's just like, well, I don't care because they're not paying me. Like I don't get any money from Balenciaga, to wear their clothes and I don't care. It's like how he was basically looking at it and how he states in these interviews, like, are you rich? Or do you have more money than me? Well, Kanye, if you keep ruining these relationships with people, that money gonna start to go down there, bro. Like it because you got to make money to get money. It take money to get money. So if I were you, I don't know why you just want to shut up, because it's like the things that Kanye's saying, you can't say like, oh, well, they're just doing this because he's Black. No, they're not. Like, actually listen to the things that he's saying. Like, listen to it And the majority of the people that are saying that are in agreement with Kanye because what he's saying does not bother them. But then when Kanye puts on a White Lives Matter shirt, then everybody's hysterical. Then everybody in the Black community want to go outside and burn Yeezys and, and stuff like that because of, him putting on a White Lives Matter shirt. So if you feel that way, that strongly about that, why wouldn't Jewish people feel strongly about what Kanye is stating about their community and their, race, religion, whatever? Like, why would they not feel strongly too? Like, I don't understand that. Like, I don't get it. It's with the majority of the people that support Kanye, they support him until he does something that affects them. And then it's just like, oh, okay, well, now what you're saying, I don't like. Instead of just not agreeing with what he's saying in general, just because it doesn't affect you or you're not offended by it, then if you wait until he offends you, like, it's weird to me. Like, he's clearly an offensive person, very disrespectful. He feels that with the money and the hype that he has, Kanye isn't mad at white people. Kanye's mad that he's not a white person. I think that's the easiest way to say it. Yeah. Kanye wants to be a white man because Kanye feel like white men can say anything. White men can say anything and white men can do anything. Then why are they getting canceled and fired from jobs too? Kanye. Like, that doesn't make sense. You act like what white man besides Trump, who has been literally removed from places like Twitter, Instagram, literally these places are banning him and removing him and not supporting him. What big national, he lost so many deals, like, as a person, because when he first came in as president, he came in as an entrepreneur, a very rich man. So when he came in, after the things that he started doing and the ways that he started moving, a lot of people do not support that. They don't support a lot of things that Trump was about. So with that being said, he got canceled from those places. He's literally getting indicted right now on charges, and whatnot. Trump. So, like, what I don't get what white man is going around just saying whatever they want and nobody does nothing. Who? Because I can name a lot of Black ones that do it. I can name a lot of Black men that go around and just say whatever they want and they don't care who it offends, what community, race, nationality, religion, they don't care. They don't care. I know plenty of them. But when it comes to white men, like, who? Like, what white man just coming forward saying, talking all of this stuff about other races and nationalities and religions, and all of that, but at the end of the day saying white power, because that's what Kanye does. He goes forward and disrespects all of these people, white people, Jewish people, all type of people. And then he want to come forward and talk about some Black power after he just had on a White Lives Matter shirt. What? Like, you're an idiot. Like, you're literally an idiot. And it sucks because I know that he does have bipolar, so I don't want to judge him for it. Just like earlier with Jada Pinkett, I was not saying anything literally to bash her having alopecia. There's plenty of people in this world that are unfortunately having to deal with it and find new ways and stuff like that. So it's no malice. I just feel like everybody's up for grabs. I mean, Jada's beautiful. I really don't have anything else to say about her. But it's not literally, but I can get like how somebody with alopecia will come to me like, well, Sean, I didn't appreciate your comments about Jada Pinkett. I'm going to tell you, I'm sorry if you felt offended, and then I'm moving on. That's it. I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, I'm sorry, because I'm not. I'm sorry if it offended you, but I wasn't talking to you. So if anybody's going to be upset, Will needs to be walking to me, slapping me about talking about his wife like he's done before. But other than that, a bystander, I'm not talking to you. So if you feel pressed about what I said about it, oh, well, jump in your feelings, sis. Jump in your feelings, sweetie, because I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking about alopecia in general. I was talking about her. Hers. Everybody alopecia different. So anyway, everybody, whatever. So it's the same thing with Kanye. Kanye does not care about the things that, especially with the Jewish community and stuff like that. When people like Kanye apologize, it's because he's being told to. If someone has to tell you to apologize, you are not sorry. You're not sorry. If I have to tell you, you should apologize for that. And you don't feel that way because you would have done it, or at least came to me like, should I apologize? But you're not even doing that. You don't care at all. So he's being told to apologize. So the Jewish community and the other people no different than people with disabilities and whatnot, they're not giving a real apology. And Kanye even stated before he said the R word that he knows he shouldn't say it. I know people gonna get mad at me. Get mad, because I'm about to say it. Okay, and now that people are mad, it's a problem. He should not have said that word. And the word is retarded, if people don't know what I'm talking about. He should have never said that. That there was no reason to state that. Just say that you think that the person isn't making an intelligent choice. Kanye, you're somebody that is a college dropout. So you at least made it to college to have enough proper, especially English, to be able to express yourself. So there's other words other than that, because that is a description of a person. It is. It is a description of a person. So what you're saying, you saying that it's not okay. There's nothing cool about what you said. You shouldn't have said it. And you knew you shouldn't. He literally said it before he said it. I know I shouldn't say this. And he said it multiple times. Like, that's the killing part. He said it like 2 or 3 times. Like, I know I shouldn't say this. I know I shouldn't say this, but, oh, there ain't no but. So now that people are judging you for something you know you shouldn't say, then, I mean, what are you pressed at? Why are you mad? Now that other people are dropping, from your campaign, you don't know who you're offending. There could be people at Adidas that have the owners and CEOs that have children that have Down syndrome, or grandkids, or cousins, or mothers, or fathers, or anybody, that could be suffering from anything like that, Tourette's or autism, anything. And for you to come forward and say something like that, you knew that was wrong. You should not have said that. So the people that are removing themselves from Kanye, I do not blame them. I don't blame them at all. One thing I am confused by are these sluts. I really don't know why Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian and Khloe Kardashian, I don't know why these whores are coming out here talking about they support the Jewish community. Y'all didn't say nothing about the Jewish community. Kim and Kanye are divorced. Why folk come, do you succubuses keep coming forward talking about some, because Kim did it too. I support the Jewish community. Then this is a post that you should just be writing just to write, not just to write it so that people don't connect you to maybe you feel that way too because you were married to him and you were his mom-in-law. So this ain't got nothing to do with these sluts. Like, they're always trying to make Kanye into a storyline because they don't have one of their own. They're all boring and they're all basic. So they're always trying to eat and feed off of him. Again, what does Kanye's comments have to do with them? It's weird. Like, it's weird. I'm like, why are they saying anything? Why? If Kim them feel like what Kanye's going around saying, she done already buffed up security and all of that stuff for her kids. If you feel that deeply about it, remove your kids from Kanye's school. I mean, you could do it. I mean, it is what it is. You gave it a shot, but then Kanye went out here and did all of this stuff. So now you feel like your children are more at risk than ever of anything may have been, happening to them. Say something like that. If you support the Jewish community, then just support them. Don't come forward and say you support them because somebody that used to be affiliated with you is basically saying that they don't. Like, that's gross to me. Like when Nick Cannon said his comments about the Jewish community, well, about people in the Jewish community, Mariah Carey didn't feel the need to come forward and say anything. What does it got to do with her ex-husband over there saying? She didn't come forward like, I fully support the Jewish community. No, Mariah was already supporting the Jewish community. There's no reason for her to come. This will have nothing to do with her. What Nick is over there saying, those are his feelings. That's how he feels. So if you got a problem with it, that's where you got to go. Mariah Carey wasn't sitting next to Nick on that podcast like, yeah. No, she wasn't. And neither was any of these succubuses. None of them were there when Kanye was saying anything that he was saying. So there's no affiliation. Like, y'all swear Kanye is such this toxic energy, and y'all don't want anything to do with this alleged toxic energy. Kanye's team reached out to Kim like a week ago and asked her if she could maybe come around and just talk to Kanye and maybe get him to maybe start taking his medication again, basically be his handler again. And Kim didn't respond. Okay. He was already going around saying certain things. So why do y'all feel the need to say something now? I don't get that. Y'all have never said anything negative about the Jewish community, so why do you feel the need to come forward and just besides clout? Like, that's just, as much as they swear that they can't stand Kanye, they touch everything he do. They connect themselves to everything he does. As you see, they go, the queen succubus, Kris, talking about she supports the Jewish community. And then you got the succubus herself, Khloe Kardashian, talking about she support him too. Who said y'all didn't? Who said y'all didn't? And ain't none of you are Jewish. None of you. Chloe's not Jewish. Her mom ain't Jewish. Her sister ain't Jewish. None of them are Jewish. I find that weird. Again, well, why folk come besides clout? I don't see nothing else besides clout. Let's get into this. So now these people in Maryland, y'all, what would y'all do? Maryland couple searches for answers after strangers refuse to move out their newly purchased home. I have to speed up because I have to go on station head in about 30 minutes. So yeah. So, well, let's get into this and then I'll give you my comment.
King is the realtor for the couple who just signed a contract to buy this Prince George's County home. Fearing for their own safety, they asked Malia to speak on their behalf about the people they say are blocking them from moving into their new home. What is happening there, as best you can tell?
It seems as though someone has tried to take possession of the property.
This someone, and at least one other man we saw at this home on Drago Place in Clinton Friday, where they posted signs telling people to stay away one day after the realtor says they first showed up.
We have an agreed, signed, ratified contract with the bank.
Malia showed us the couple's contract with U.S. Bank to purchase what she says was a previously vacant, foreclosed home. When the new owners confronted the people moving in, she says they showed them what they said was a lease for the property. The couple called the cops.
Once the police was on site, they took a look at the lease and it was not accurate. It was not correct documents.
Wasn't a legit lease?
Not at all.
I'm with Channel 9. Can I talk to you for a second? When we tried to talk to the men inside the home, they said a man named Quinn had a lease for the house. They said he was an uncle, but they did not know his last name. You guys staying here? Are you planning to stay?
Why you asking me?
Black guy, wasn't it? So so basically they purchased this house, a couple purchased this house and it's supposed to be vacant. And then they get to it and there's people in there. So it's like, okay, what's going on here? And they contact the bank, and whatnot, and they said no, it's vacant. So if it's vacant, that means there's no leases or anything like that. That's clearly made up if they were selling the home. It was not for rent, it was for sale. Okay. And with them having like the bill for the home, the bill, whatever, of the deed and all that stuff to the home with the paperwork from the bank, then, obviously this is their property. But the people inside are stating that the Uncle Quinn has a lease. The lease that they showed them was not a valid lease that they showed the police and the new homeowners. It was not a valid lease, and the bank also, again, the house was for sale, not for rent. So the bank wouldn't really know nothing. Even if the house was for rent, it wouldn't be whatever. The bank wouldn't. The bank don't necessarily rent homes. Okay, they sell them. Okay, whatever. So now squatters do have rights. They do. There's laws that protect squatters, and a lot of people state like, when you have squatters in there, you basically gotta wait until they leave, blah blah this and blah blah that. I wouldn't do that. I would move in the house. I absolutely would. And when I say I would move in the house, I wouldn't move my stuff in there, and stuff like that, because who knows that they might steal it or damage it, and stuff like that. But I would go buy some of the nicest air mattresses and I would go post up. I absolutely would. So as soon as they walked out that door, you best believe I would have changed them damn locks. I absolutely would. I would lock the house, change the locks, and whatnot. I would. I would change the locks, all of that. And then when they come back to my home, I will have my weapons drawn waiting on the police. Waiting on the police. Absolutely. Waiting on the police. Like, y'all need to get over here right now. They are out of the home. The locks and whatnot are being changed as we speak. Get over here before y'all come find bodies. That's all I can tell you. Because if they come back, if they step foot back on my property, it's over with. It's over with. So I would just sit there and wait. Because, that's all you can do. But I'm not about to literally wait outside of the home. I don't care how dangerous they're supposed to be, this and that. I'm going to be sitting right there with my weapon. And if they move too quick, pop out. It's that simple. Okay, y'all can live here. Go ahead. Go ahead. I wouldn't speak to them, nothing. I will post right up in the living room and wait. because this is my house. This is my house. If I tell you that you can put some lotion on your face because your face is coarse, okay, this is my house. So yeah, hair flip. So that's what I would do. I would just sit there and I promise you, as soon as they leave, I would have the locks changed immediately. Absolutely would. I believe the power was on for the showings, because that's another thing too. It's like, did they not see the house? Did they not show them the house? Because you would have saw that there were people living there. Because I'm confused by that. I'm like, so did they come like right after you bought the house or what? Because I'm not buying no house if it's people squatting in it. I'll pass. Yeah, I'm good on all that, buddy. Yeah, you can keep this. So yeah, I'm not buying nothing people are already living in. Like gross. Like they said they got a lease, you go handle that. I see you at the next property. Where is it? 2 blocks down? Okay, I'll see you at the next property. Because I'm not buying a house that somebody's squatting in, because it definitely means that something weird is going on, especially if they have keys, you know, stuff like that. Because how do they have keys? How do they have keys? I definitely think that it was a scam with the boys, with the guys that are staying there. Because there are people on these apps and on these websites and stuff that do scam people. They will go look at vacant homes and go see that the home is vacant. And then they will go put that home on the market. They'll go take pictures of it and everything. And they'll go put it on their own, you know, like Craigslist and places like that. And then they will have you sign a lease. They'll bring you a lease and everything. And they have the craziest excuses. So that, and sometimes they'll get a key made, you know, whatnot. Break into the home in some type of way, shape, or form. Call a locksmith over there, especially if the house is vacant. You know, because then it's harder, because that means just the bank sitting on it. So they, you know, they're not sitting on people coming over there checking on the home and stuff like that. No, if you own the property, then the property owner, yeah, of course, you're going to check your property, go buy it, you know, make sure it's okay, check on it, you know, go in, make sure everything's still working. You know, that's what you do, especially if you're in the process of selling it. You're going to go check on it. But when a bank is doing it and they hire a realtor, you know, and whatnot, then the house is just sitting there unless a realtor, you know, is doing something, is showing it and selling it in that process. And sometimes houses are just, you know, froze, you know, assets being frozen and stuff like that. So that's another reason. Homes can be vacant and not checked on. So it's easy for people to scam people that way. I've been scammed like that. I absolutely have. I went and looked at this place, and this was like 2 years ago. I went and looked at this place, and I really, really liked it. And I was going to have the studio that we're in now. I was going to have that at that because it was perfect. It was a house. It was cute, 3-bedroom, full basement. You know, I'm like, okay, this is going to be real cute, right? So he told me that it wasn't there, so that I could just go like look around, you know, like the backyard and all of that stuff and whatnot. And then he told me that he was going to send me the lease because he's out of the country. So that's why he couldn't meet me himself, but he was going to have somebody come and meet me to come and show me the home. So, but he was really insistent. Well, he was really very insistent on getting the money as quickly as possible. But he wasn't putting like a pressure, you know, on it, because I'm still like, I still haven't seen it. Like I still haven't seen, like, I'm not giving you any money until I at least see it, you know, and whatnot. So, but they do that. They absolutely do. Because once I told him that I had found another place, then he calling me and just like, oh, well, if you could come tomorrow, I'll be in. I'm like, no, it's too late. Because I already felt like it was a scam. Because how you sending, that's just dumb to send somebody to. Now, if you have the key lock on the door to where you type in the code and then you can get the key, you know, because, you know, with most homes, that's how the realtors get in, you know, and stuff like that. He didn't even have the code. And I told him that there was lock boxes. I'm like, there's key lock boxes out here. I'm like, do you not have the code? And he, well, I don't remember it. My assistant takes care of that, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I found that weird. I'm just like, well, why would you have me come over here and basically looking through windows to look at a house? I'm just like, you know, this is weird. So you have to really be careful. So these people could be telling the truth. Just because the lease isn't a standard lease, it doesn't mean, because there's things that are missing. Because, you know, with leases, you got to put in a social security number, you know, all type of information that they're going to be requesting. Past rental history, your employment information, you know, there's all type of stuff that they're going to need, you know, in order to rent or sell to you. So, again, somebody could have easily gave them a messed up, fraudulent lease and them thinking that, okay, well, this is legit. He has a key, you know, all that, gave me the key. You know, I'm good. This is our crib, you know, type of situation. Whole time it's a vacant home that's in the process of being sold. So yeah, but that confuses me because I want to know that. I'm like, well, when you went to see the home, were there people there? Because if there were people there, I would have been good. I'm like, no, it's already good. I'll pack. Bye. Thank you. This was cute. Next property. Let's go look at the next one. But yeah, so a lot of people are doing that. Yes, scamming is a yes. People find big scams, big scams. No, it's fine. I mean, I got out of the situation, so but some people don't. Some people lose a lot of money doing that stuff. I mean, could you imagine putting together first month's rent, last month's if they want that, and a security deposit and whatnot? So that's the bulk of the money that you have, and then you give this person this money and they screw you over. Like, that's really messed up. There's a lot of single fathers and single mothers out here looking for homes, and they stealing from. They're not just taking from them; they're taking from their kids too. You know. So, and then the relief of having a place, not living with somebody else if you are, or you know, moving and you're stressed about it because moving is stressful. And you find another property, so you feel a little relieved because you and your kids got somewhere to go. And then you find out that y'all don't, and you ain't getting the money back. Like, that can be devastating. So, but I fortunately wasn't going through any of those things. So, yeah. So, yeah, they do take advantage of people. They do. They absolutely take advantage of people. And it's a very sad thing. So, yeah, we're moving right along. So, but yeah, shout out to these people. I hope they get their house because that's crazy. Like, you literally got to sit outside your house like that you bought. So let's get into Trans Arena talking to Queen Onika Mirage.
You know what I'm saying? Tiana had to sell that house. Remember all them damages to that house?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah. Nah, so you know the house that Tiana Taylor sold. You know Megan was renting that house. And that's why her and EJ fell out. You know what I'm saying? That's just something we talked about on the live. Okay. You know, they can come watch it. But what you got going on though? What new song you got coming out now?
Yo, am I confused? Is everybody else confused? Tasha, you said was talking about Tiana Taylor?
I was talking about Tiana Taylor on my live stream on YouTube. You had asked.
I know, but what did you say?
What I said, well, damn, I got to go through the commentary again. What I said was Tiana Taylor sold the house that she rented to Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. And so, of course, we're going to say allegedly, just in case some details are wrong. However, that was the same house that Tiana pretty much had to beg for money from because Megan, the house got vandalized by her people from her showing the house off and stuff like that. So they messed up Tiana's. What's this? They messed up Tiana's front yard, backyard. You know what I'm saying? And that Megan rent the house and shit. It's a whole breakdown. So I ain't got the details in front of me, but it's on my live stream. So that's what we was talking about. We weren't talking about you tonight. You ain't break the internet.
Oh,
you break it every day.
Xavier Minaj.
You break it every day.
Abort the mission.
We just talking about Megan. You know she done fucked up Tiana house, you know what I'm saying? Tiana had to sell that house. Remember all them damages to that house?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah. Nah, so you know the house that Tiana Taylor sold. You know Megan was renting that house. And that's why her and EJ fell out. You know what I'm saying? That's just something we talked about on the live. You know, they can come watch it. But what you got going on though? What new song you got coming out now?
Yo, am I confused? Is everybody else confused? Tasha, you said was talking about Tiana Taylor?
I was talking about Tiana Taylor on my live stream on YouTube. You had asked.
I know, but what did you say?
What I said, well, damn, I got to go through the commentary again. What I said was Tiana Taylor sold the house that she rented to Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. And so, of course, we're going to say allegedly, just in case some details are wrong. However, that was the same house that Tiana pretty much had to beg for money from because Megan, the house got vandalized by her people from her showing the house off and stuff like that. So they messed up Tiana's, what's this? They messed up Tiana's front yard, backyard. You know what I'm saying? And that Megan rent the house and shit. It's a whole breakdown. So I ain't got the details in front of me, but it's on my live stream. So that's what we was talking about. We weren't talking about you tonight. You ain't break the internet.
Oh,
you
right.
break it every day.
Xavier Minaj
You
said,
break it every day.
Abort the mission.
We just talking about Megan. You know, she done fucked up Tiana house. You know what I'm saying? Tiana had to sell that house. Remember all them damages to that house?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah. Nah, so you know the house that Tiana Taylor sold.
Nikki did not know what she was talking about. Nikki did not know what she was talking about. She was just trying to sit there and act like her and Nikki were literally just on the phone. Now, no. Now, I'm sure that some people may think something like that, but they absolutely were not on the phone. She didn't know what she was talking about. She did not, because I believe Tasha was live before she came over here on this live with Nikki. So if Tasha was live talking about this stuff, Nikki wouldn't have known, because Nikki was live herself, because Nikki had talked to a few different people. She didn't just talk to Tasha. So she talked to a few different people. And with her talking to those people, she ended up bringing Transrena Kibi up. And so Transrena decided to go up there with these feats and, try to get my girl Nikki and some messle. Now, y'all know Nikki be messing on her own, but she came up there and told Nikki, and Nikki didn't understand, because she came up there and she said, okay. Now, Nikki. Okay. Now, I know you don't like Megan the Pegasus. Okay? I have to let you know. Okay? Tiana Taylor. She destroyed her house. Okay? I want you to put this in your next album. Okay? She destroyed Tiana's home. Okay? That big bitch went around that house, putting horse tracks all up and down the stairs. Okay? She built a barn in the back of the house. Okay? There wasn't a stable before Tiana was there. Okay? There's a stable now. Okay? I need you to let everyone know that I talked about it on YouTube, because we're friends. Okay? Nikki didn't know what she was talking about. Like, she literally did. She literally did it. You can even tell by her facial expressions. She's like, what? Like, what? Like, now Tasha may have texted to Nikki, but Nikki don't read her text messages. Nikki don't read them. So since Nikki didn't read her text messages, Nikki was off. Nikki was like, okay, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're dry. I don't know what's going on with this hairstyle. Your teeth big. You didn't even say hi to me. You just came up here just talking about a Megasis immediately. Like, girl, what is you talking about? Why folk come? Is you on my live over here talking about Megasis? Like, girl, what about her? Because she over there making stuff up, talking about EJ and all of that. Girl, Transrena. Girl, stop. Megan already said you lying. And you are. Okay, so let me break this down. So Tasha, I didn't watch her live because growth. Absolutely. But I did see that Tasha stated that before Tiana Taylor just sold her home, as of recently, within this year, 2022, that Megan had destroyed it, left horse manure all over the house, tore it up, girl. Girl, she had other pigs and the blankets and, just all type of stuff over there. Horseshoes, just all over the house, and straw, hay, all over the house. That's what Tasha said. And she said that EJ fell out with her because EJ had to go over there and clean all of that up. He had to go clean all of that up. And Megan was in the bed, house, horse tranquilizers, and all of that. Her and Party, over there, high off horse tranquilizers while driving a boat. Okay? And EJ couldn't take no more. Although he dressed Megan like a WWE star, because he dressed her horribly. He always had her looking stronger than she actually is. He did. He always had her look like an armored horse. So we didn't like his fashion when it came to Megan. No way. No shade, EJ, but you did a horrible job styling Megan. She looked a tall mess, a strong mess, a Xena, ex-warrior mess is what she looked like. Hair flip. So Transrena of the Key, a Cephas Studios, #1 YouTube content sensation. Cardi B talent is over here on Nicki Minaj or platform telling Nicki, girl, that Megasis tore up Tiana Taylor's house before Tiana sold it. Now, that's not the truth. That's not the truth at all. Because Megan lived in the house, I believe, sometime in 2019. And I believe she moved out either at the end of 2019 or beginning of 2020, something like that. But the house was just sold this year. So that means it's been at least 2 years, almost 3 years, since Megan has been at that home, because Megan was renting it from Tiana Taylor, because Megan has always been a horse chasing clout chaser. She's always been that. I'm that girl. I'm renting a house from Tiana Taylor. You ain't buy it. Here, flip. So, she a clout chaser. Anything to belong to Tiana. She probably had a conversation with Tiana. Tiana said she was looking for the other two to rent her house out. And Megan was like, give it to me because I'm that girl. So, here, flip. So, that's not true. It's not true. But Tasha and then Teeth, she said that that's not what she was saying. I'm like, girl, what? Girl, what? You say that the house was tore up, Tasha. Hold on, listen to her. Because she said that she wasn't saying that, because people came forward with receipts like, no, girl, she moved out that house, girl. She been moved out years ago. So let's get into it.
So, of course, we're going to say allegedly, just in case some details are wrong. However,
just in case you lying,
that was the same house that Tiana pretty much had to beg for money from, because Megan, the house got vandalized by her people from her showing the house off and stuff like that.
So she said the house got vandalized and that Tiana Taylor had to beg Megan to pay her the rent money, y'all.
So they messed up Tiana's, They messed up Tiana's front yard, backyard. You know what I'm saying? And that's here.
She said that Megan was running around the yard with them horseshoes, tramp, nay, all over the yard, drunk, arguing with partisan. She running around, galloping around the yard, nay. He chasing her, all of that, trying to put her harness back on, all of that, and tow up the yard. Girl, go keep going. What happened?
Megan rent the house and shit. It's a whole breakdown. So I ain't got the details in front of me, but it's on my live stream. So that's what we was talking about.
So you said Megan tore up the house. Did I miss something? Because I'm confused. Nay, I'm confused. She just said that Pegasus was running all around the house because Megan was mad. Pegasus got on IG and was like, So she got on IG upset, okay? She was like weird. And she was going around liking everybody comments and posts that they was putting up about Megasis saying that Tasha was lying on her. Now, Tasha, if I'm not listening right, you let me know, girl. But from what I just heard on you on Onika Live, girl, you said the girl tore up the yard, that Tiana had to beg Megasis for her rent money and all of that, girl. That's what you said about Megasis. Now, why folk come, you go underneath the shade room, and you over there in the shade room, Transrena, Big T fucking Kibi, and you was over there in the shade room, over there, girl, telling the shade room that she didn't say that. I didn't say it like that. Yes, you did. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, am I missing something? Because from what I gather, you said that Megan destroyed that home and that Tiana had a problem selling it, and whatnot, because of all the damage due to the property. And I'm assuming because Tiana sold the property, then that means that she fixed it prior. So that means that Megasis will owe her a lot of money. And then again, if Megan hasn't lived there in almost 2.5 years, then why is all of that stuff just getting done now? Are you letting us know that Tiana Taylor is a slumlord? Because she should have been went over there and took care of that if she's going to sell it, especially after Megasis moved out. I just find that very confusing. I'm just like, well, why would Tiana just let the house sit over there like that for 2 years? Almost going on 3 years. Like, why would she do that? That doesn't make any sense to me. You would think that after Megan moved, Tiana would at least have somebody, because I doubt Tiana's going to do it herself, you know, and do like a walkthrough and all that stuff. She can have her assistant or somebody go take care of that. So if her assistant came back to her and told her, hey, your yard's destroyed, inside of the house is destroyed, you know, and this and that, and, you know, I'm sure Tiana would have took care of it then. Either contacted Megan and Megan had Megan take care of it, or, you know, she took care of it and contacted Megan, whatever, whichever way. But if Tiana let the yard sit over there, tore up for 2.5 years, and the inside of the house be destroyed and vandalized, and Tiana trying to sell a house and she can't sell it because people are coming over there vandalizing the home because Megan used to live there, girl, make it make sense. I'm like, none of this makes sense. I'm like, none of this makes sense. So then she over there on the shade room talking about some she ain't said. I'm not going to say Tasha. What she did say that. She was basically saying, I wasn't saying it like that. Then what way were you saying it? Like, what way were you saying it? I mean, let's get into it one more time. I honestly don't believe that Megan left that house destroyed or anything like that. I don't. Because, I mean, if I got money like Megan and I'm renting a house, even if I do have a crazy part or something like that, the yard does get damaged in some way of the house, I'm taking care of everything before I leave. I'm not about to let this person come back to their house and it's destroyed. Like, I'm not going to do that. My reputation will be on the line, you know, at that point. So I don't see Megan, somebody who definitely cares about her reputation, just leaving that house destroyed. I don't see that. So not to go against Tasha, but I'm just saying I believe Megan, because that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm like, why would she do all of that? And her and Tiana Taylor are still cool. So if I was Tiana, I wouldn't have nothing to say to her if I did her a solid and let her live in my home and she destroyed it and didn't pay for it or pay me. No, girl, you're getting sued, and don't say anything to me ever again in life. Like, you got the game twisted. So for them two to still be cool with each other, Tiana and Megan, it doesn't make sense what Tasha's saying. But let's listen to this one more time before we move on. We have one more. Yeah, then we're gonna get out of here.
We're talking about you tonight. You ain't break the internet.
Oh,
you
right.
break it every day.
Xavier Minaj
You break it every day.
Abort the mission.
We just talking about Megan. You know, she done fucked up Tiana's house. You know what I'm saying? Tiana had to sell that house. Remember all them damages to that house?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah. Nah, so you know the house that Tiana Taylor sold. You know Megan was renting that house. And that's why her and EJ fell out. You know what I'm saying? That's just something we talked about on the live. Okay. You know, they can come watch it. But what you got going on though? What new song you got coming out now?
Yo, am I confused? Is everybody else confused? Tasha, you said was talking about Tiana Taylor?
I was talking about Tiana Taylor on my live stream on YouTube. You had asked.
I know, but what did you say?
What I said, well, damn, I got to go through the commentary again. What I said was Tiana Taylor sold the house that she rented to Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. And so, of course, we're going to say allegedly, just in case some details are wrong. However, that was the same house that Tiana pretty much had to beg for money from, because Megan, the house got vandalized by her people from her showing the house off and stuff like that. So they messed up Tiana's, They messed up Tiana's front yard, backyard. You know what I'm saying? And that Megan rent the house and shit. It's a whole breakdown. So I ain't got the details in front of me, but it's on my live stream. So that's what we was talking about. We weren't talking about you tonight. You ain't break the internet.
Oh,
you break it every day.
Xavier Minaj
you break it every day.
Abort the mission.
We just talk.
I agree. Abort. Because none of the facts are right. none of this makes sense. So it's just like, I'm like, okay. Because I would have been very confused. Just like Nikki, it's just like, what are you talking about? Because it's not like it's national news, like everybody on blogs everywhere, where you turn, it's, you know, Tiana and Megan are into it. Megan destroyed Tiana Taylor's home. And, you know, Megan vandalized or got Tiana's home vandalized. And, you know, it ain't everywhere. So the tea is coming from Tasha. So that means Tasha has to make it viral, which I believe this definitely helped her making this information viral. But yeah. So again, I have no idea. From as far as I could gather, I don't see Megan leaving that home like that. But Tasha says she did. So if y'all don't believe it, hey, I guess I gotta go over there and talk to Tasha. Because Tasha says she did. So move right along. Tasha said yes, she did. So Carl Crawford is, the lawsuit that he has going on with Megan Thee Stallion. He is stating that he already won, right? Now, I don't know if he got Cardi lawyers, but if he do, then because Cardi lawyers don't play. Cardi always won lawsuits. She don't won pretty much every lawsuit that's been pinned against her, and any ones that she done pinned against somebody, she done pretty much won. So, yeah, I mean, Cardi is a beast. I mean, her attorneys are a beast. So, but yeah, so they are definitely, in the process of going back and forth to court. Carl Crawford and Megan. Not only she's still going through the stuff with Tory Lanez in court, now she's going through the stuff with Carl Crawford. The case, like I was looking at it, I'm not really sure, what, I guess I have to read up on it a little bit more, get a little bit more educated on it. But from what I can gather, I don't know if Megan, what is she like fighting for her like name and rights to her name and all that stuff? Because she is separating from 1501 soon, because I believe she only owes him like one more album or something like that. So I don't like, what is she, because it's like you're about to be freed from 1501 soon. So with that being said, you're going to be a free agent, because a lot of people think that Megan is signed to the music label of Roc Nation, and she's not. She's just signed to the management company of Roc Nation. They manage her career type situation. So with her being free pretty soon from that, I'm like, well, what are they going to court for? Like, I'm like, what is the lawsuit about? So, but Carl is pretty confident that he is going to beat Megan, and having Lior Cohen on his side, because remember 300 Entertainment runs 1501. So if 1501 is trying to do anything dirty or underhanded against Megan, you best believe that Lior got his hooks all in this situation, meaning he's going to make sure that Carl has good attorneys and all of that stuff, because 300 Entertainment makes more money off Megan than 1501. Because 300 Entertainment is the parent company, which Lior Cohen, who has ruined so many and sucked dry so many Black cultural figures, especially in hip hop. But he's robbed a lot. Well, I'm not going to say robbed, but yeah, he's done a lot of people really dirty, put them in really messed up contracts and stuff like that. So, like I said, I don't necessarily get what's going on, but again, Lior does not play. So, and he's running Carl. He basically telling Carl what to do, type of situation. Carl is not as a big of a boss as y'all think he is. He absolutely is not. 300 Entertainment has way more power over Megan than 1501. Remember, 1501 is under 300 Entertainment. Okay. Carl found Megan through his company, 1501, but the distribution deal from 1501 came from 300 Entertainment. So that's where all of the money and, whatever money she was given for the albums or whatever, that's where all that is coming from. That's the bank, if you will. So any money that's really coming in, Carl get a percentage of it. He's not getting like the bulk, of it. Lior, and 300 Entertainment, they are, because they have to pay them back for whatever they gave them to do what, and they still own a big percentage of 1501. So they're sucking in all the money. They're getting checks, multiple checks, multiple directions, but all coming from Carl. He's doing all the real hard work while 300 Entertainment is just sitting back collecting the checks, type of situation. So Carl is in just as bad of a deal as Megan is. That's why I don't understand why he does this, why he is so hell-bent against Megan. I don't know. Maybe it's personal. It has to be, because shout out to Erica Banks. He brought out Erica Banks too, pretty much, and her career isn't, flourishing like Megan's either. Again, Megan's career is where it's at because of Roc Nation. Roc Nation has made Megan a household name, a star, a superstar. They made her that, not 300 or 1501. They did not do that. The management company is why Megan is where she's at. The deals that she gets, the opportunities she gets, the interviews she gets, the shows that she's on, like the SNLs and all that stuff, that's all power behind Rock Nation. You know, they're doing all of that. They're getting her all of these great opportunities, you know, to do these things. And the rollouts with the album, the promotion, making sure she on places like Good Morning America and this, and that. They're doing all of that, you know, not Carl, not 300 Entertainment. They're not doing any of that stuff. So if you look and compare, the reason why Megan's career is where it is because of Rock Nation. That's why Erica Banks is kind of just teetering. You know, she's there, but she's not. You know, type of situation. And Rock Nation got her all of those features, every single feature. Nicki, Beyonce, all Rock Nation, all of the features. Every feature she's got, Rock Nation. 300 Entertainment ain't set not a name one of these artists in front of her. Beyonce. That's everything to do with Jay-Z. Everything, Rock Nation. That's Jay-Z. All that. You know, all that. And then the Cardis and all of that stuff. Remember who happened first. Megan did that smash with Beyonce and everything took off from there, you know, from her. But again, that's all Rock Nation. You know, Rock Nation put Beyonce in her studio. But Beyonce, you know, Beyonce, you know, like it doesn't pretty much get any bigger. So, yeah, so that's why if Erica signed to Rock Nation, she would be just as big as Megan or nearer. She absolutely would, but Erica's not getting none of the promotion that, or opportunities that Megan is getting. You know, imagine Erica getting a feature from a Beyonce or a Nicki or Doja or Cardi, you know, or something like that. No, that 300 Entertainment ain't providing none of that. They're not providing those things. So that's why these artists don't get the push. Because like I said, with one of the smartest decisions Megan's ever made was signing to Rock Nation. Because if she would have just stayed with Carl, she'd be nowhere. She would be nowhere because Carl does not have the money to invest how you should inside of it. If you want to make somebody a superstar, it takes money to make money. Rock Nation has money at an abundance, like they, you know, whatever they provide for Megan, you best believe she's contractually bound to pay them back. So if they pay for her to have somebody like Beyonce on her track, that's not for free. Like, no, because Megan didn't have no I'm paying Beyonce to be on my track type of money. Like she did not. Rock Nation made that happen. So you best believe she owes them. So like, yeah, she ain't paid for Beyonce. Even if she wanted to pay Beyonce, I'm sure Beyonce was not interested. Like Beyonce would not have been interested. But Jay-Z is not stupid. He's not dumb. Both of y'all from Houston, let's make this make sense. If you notice, they never even shot a video for Savage. Still number one hit. For how many weeks? Grammys, all of that. AMA Awards, VMA Awards, all of that. BET, all of that. Soul Train, all of that. They didn't make a video. It was just a song. Like that's it. Usually the visual sells of the song. Why y'all think Beyonce made a video now? This album been out. Renaissance been out. We done got a little piece of a video, but we ain't got one visual yet. And look how massive Beyonce, how massively successful Renaissance has been. You know, that's courtesy of Rock Nation. You know, Rock Nation know what they're doing. They absolutely do. They have a great team. Because once again, look at Megan. She's still one of the top tier girls out there, and it's not for nothing. Like it's because of the team she has behind her is why she's where she's at. So, like I said, if the other girls did the same thing, got a great management company to back them, and then found a record deal, because that's what Megan should have did. Megan should have tried to sign with Rock Nation first. If she would have signed a management deal with Rock Nation, they could have got her a way better deal. A way better deal. Now she's sitting over there stuck with this situation with 1501 and 300 Entertainment because all of this was done before Rock Nation. Now, Rock Nation can assist her, but there's only so much that they can do about contracts she signed before they even laid eyes on her. So, yeah, and it's the same thing with Erica Banks. It's a lot of these rap girls and male rappers that are stuck in really bad contracts. So it's like they can't do much. You know, like the Sukiyanas and all of they can't do much. You know, they're contractually bound. And yeah, And when you're not getting treated fairly, when you spending all your own money on videos and features and all of that stuff, the record label ain't doing nothing for you. But every time you do something that has some type of success, here they come trying to take from you. It's like y'all not even doing nothing though. And I feel like that's Megan's fight with Carl. It's just like, look, I'm a star because of Rock Nation. I'm not a star because of you. Like I'm not. You're not spending anything on this. You're not doing anything when it comes. You're doing nothing. You're just sitting back collecting a check. Like that's all you're doing. You're not doing nothing else. And you don't see Carl nowhere with Megan. Nowhere. Besides when she pretty much first signed to 1501, taking pictures in the chain and all of that stuff. She got rid of that chain immediately. Because it's not, this isn't where we're at, you know, type of situation. So yeah, but Carl don't be at none of them SNL performances in the audience when she winning a Grammy, because he should be going up there with her. Remember, he's the one who discovered her. So he should be going up there with her there, right? Like he should at least be in the audience and none of that. So yeah, so again, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I'm gonna go look into it. But yeah, but moving right along. Moving right along. So Cardi B comes forward and she states that the rumor will be addressed on Offset's album. Now, the rumor she's talking about is about Offset allegedly sleeping with Sweetie. Now, I haven't talked about this because I haven't seen many receipts. People stated that Quavo on the new Migos album, whatever, that he allegedly, what he said about old boy smashing, like when his homeboy, she smashed one of the homeboys, you know, something like that. Now we are learning that it was allegedly supposed to be Lil Baby, but Lil Baby saying that it wasn't him. His rap, his return lyrics, he's saying that he never wanted Sweetie, he never smashed, just, well, he didn't say Sweetie, but basically sound like I ain't never want your girl, I ain't want your girl, like, you tripping. So, Offset is allegedly going to speak on this rumor on his album that's coming out. Cardi, I do gotta say this, girl, these people in the comments is not here for it. They is not here for, even right here goes somebody saying, girl, we is not listening to that man album, using it for album promo. We really don't care to listen to it. You can talk about everything else on social media, talk about this. Another commenter, we ain't listening, laughing my ass off. Offset ain't that guy to get hyped about. Now she promoting her cheating husband album, I guess. Girl, bye, we not listening. These are all of the comments. Like, I'm not making up anything. Go onto the neighborhood talk and go look at these comments. These comments is good, and there's plenty more. So the comments, the people, they're not here for it, Cardi. They're not here for Cardi. And when I say that the people aren't here for a girl, I would say I would agree that, because it is weird of you saying that your husband is going to address if he cheated on you on an album. I do. That is kind of weird, because I'm just like, why would you want that discussed at all? Like, I wouldn't want him to talk about it at all, type of situation. But what I'm gathering is that it's not true, because if Cardi's like literally saying like he gonna address it on the album, if she knows that he addressed it on the album, if she listened to it, then I feel that Cardi knows that he didn't do it. That's just how I feel. I literally don't feel like, because I'm just like, because you got to be a little weird to come on here and support your husband's album by basically saying, go listen to it so you can find out if he cheated on me or not. I don't know. I'm like, I don't see that. I'm like, I don't see Cardi doing that. So I think that Cardi knows that it's not true, that it didn't happen. And I think that's why she hasn't acknowledged it, why Offset hasn't acknowledged it, and why Sweetie hasn't acknowledged it. Is because when people acknowledge something true or false, just acknowledging it all breathes a different life into it. So it's better to just kind of say nothing, or if you're an artist, put it in the music. You know, I think that there's nothing wrong with that. I think that that's a good look. I don't think that it's necessarily like promotion and trying to promote Offset's album. It's just that this is a burning question, because a lot of people are still wondering, because Lil Baby said he didn't do nothing with Sweetie, not like that. Although he did take Sweetie shopping. Lil Baby, you have took Sweetie shopping. You did. You bought her a purse. Although you took a shopping. You took her on a base like a shopping spree. You did. So I would get why people, you know, why Quavo probably, you know, either assumed or thought that Sweetie slept with Lil Baby, because that did happen. He did take her shopping. So, like I said, I don't think it's true. I don't think it happened, if Cardi's willing to come forward and be like, yeah, just listen to the album. It's on his album. He addresses it on the album. So I don't, yeah. But also with Sweetie not saying anything, I think that Sweetie knows exactly what Quavo was talking about, but I just think that it just may not be Offset. I think that it's somebody else that is close to Quavo. And Quavo didn't say any names. People just insinuated he was talking about Lil Baby. And when Lil Baby hearing it, maybe he felt the same way, and because they don't necessarily get along. So yeah, I think that, yeah. I don't think it's true. I don't. But I do think that Sweetie knows exactly who Quavo's talking about. And Quavo did look at this person as like a friend, you know, somebody that he was closer to. Not like, probably not like best friends, but somebody he was closer to. Offset to Quavo was basically like family. So I don't see him calling Offset like a friend. I would see him more so like calling him like family, like someone my family members, you know, type of situation. So I really don't think it's Offset. I don't think that. Moving right along. I don't think it's true, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just going to leave it right there. Moving right along. So, Mazambi and Cardi B gets into it after Madonna wrote this. Now, I'm not reading none of this voodoo. I wish I would, but moving right along, let's get to the part that matters. So right here, so Madonna says, I spent the next few years being interviewed by narrow-minded people who tried to shame me for empowering myself as a woman. I was called a whore, still is, a witch, still is, a heretic. Really? They called you that girl. And the devil. You are, yeah. Where's the lie? Now Cardi B can sing about her WAP. Kim Kardashian can grace any color with her naked booty. And Miley Cyrus can come in like a wrecking ball. You welcome, bitches. Yes, Madetta. Yes, Mazambi. So my vampire, my vampire comes forward and says this, and she puts a clown emoji at the end of it when she says you're welcome. Now, Cardi B didn't necessarily like that, right? Okay. Cardi B didn't like that she was basically calling them clowns and stuff like that. But I don't, honestly, if you read everything that Madonna says, I don't feel that Madonna was coming for Cardi. I don't feel that she was coming for, can we pause? Okay, we can. I don't feel that Madonna was really coming for anybody like besides the media and like society. I don't think the dig was for any of the celebrities she mentioned. That's why I'm just like, yeah, Cardi, yeah, you gotta be sensitive because Miley didn't say nothing. Who did she say? Who did she say? Miley. Hold on, because I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie, Craig. I don't want to lie. Okay, Miley, Kim Kardashian. None of them said nothing. But Cardi decided to. So, which she's entitled. If she, you know, but the thing that confuses me about Cardi saying anything is because, again, I don't feel that Madonna was taking a jab at her or any of the women she was discussing, Kim or Miley. I just feel like she was talking more so about society. Like, when I was trying to do all of this stuff, I was always shunned, you know, for doing it. Like, they called me all of these things, you know, when I tried to do something. But like right off the bat, these people are able to come out and talk about certain things and do certain things. You know, like Miley coming in naked on a wrecking ball. Instagram censors everybody else that shows any nudity or anything like that, but Kim Kardashian can post her naked butt, you know, and all of that, even on covers of magazines and all of that. That's just fine. You know, Cardi can get online and, you know, not get online, but get in the studio and talk about her WAP, you know, all of that is fine, you know. But when I did it, you know, I was shunned and silenced and, you know, and whatnot when I wanted to do those things. So I feel like she was calling society clowns. I feel like she was basically saying, like, I definitely opened the door for y'all and you guys are welcome. Because there's a lot of doors that I literally had to get dismissed from There were certain Black women, Madonna back in the day, when she would try to perform certain songs, certain places they were banned in certain countries and stuff like that. Like she couldn't perform, do any of the sexy dancing. They really came from Madonna, like back in the day. They really did. I will give her that. They did. Society, they want to decline everything Madonna tried to do. Everything, even with her like embracing gays, and stuff like that. They didn't even like that, that she had a bunch of gay men dancing with her on tour and whatnot. They even tried to making Madonna literally be on stage by herself without her dancers because they were predominantly gay. And they didn't want that type of energy, or, the men having on makeup and, just being who they were. They didn't like that. They didn't like that. So Madonna literally changed all of that. When you see a person like a Lil Nas X getting on stage, kissing a man and all of that stuff, Madonna did, and others, open up the doors, so that people could, because if not for Madonna, I literally feel like Madonna's song Vogue made Vogue 10 times more popular than it was, because people didn't realize she was talking about a dance. And people literally thought she was talking about the magazine. And that's how big she was. She still is, but back then she was massive. And anything she touched turned to platinum. And Vogue was one of her biggest songs. So I believe she made the magazine Vogue like really pop, because a lot of people misconstrued it. They thought she was talking about the magazine instead of the dance, because if you're not a part of the gay scene, then you don't necessarily know what voguing and all of that stuff is. And Madonna has always been a part of the gay scene. She's loved, gay people. She's super embraced them and have always, been like that. So she literally opened up a lot of these doors. Being able to see Saucy Santana and Lil Nas X on stage twerking on each other and dancing on each other and all of that stuff. She opened the doors for that stuff because it wasn't accepted until Madonna did it, because her fans would have nothing more. You're not going to cancel her tour because she on stage with cones on her titties. So let her perform. Like, her fans would riot, because they would be trying to cancel her and tell her she can perform songs. And, so living back in the day with NWA, same thing. They went through that struggle too when they came out with gangster rap, and they wouldn't let them perform certain songs, arrested them just because they performed a song. And it was the same thing with Madonna. They was trying to, I believe she did get arrested in the country. Not this country, but she did get arrested. I believe they told her that she could not go on stage if she did certain things, and she went up there and did all of that. So they was waiting right for her after she got off the stage, and they arrested her like crazy. So a lot of people did have to stomp that pavement real good, so that the other people could just walk through comfortably. And I feel like that's all Madonna was saying. I don't feel like she was coming for Cardi. Like, I don't feel that way. Because I would say it. I'd be like, yeah, you coming for you don't need to call Cardi no clown, and call these women no clowns, and so no. I don't feel like that's what she was saying. I feel like it kind of went over Cardi's head. I feel that Cardi saw the "You're welcome" and felt like sunned. I think she still got whiplash from Nicki Minaj. I think she still got whiplash from Nicki, because Nicki going around reminding all of these itches that they're her sons. So I think that it's just the Nicki whiplash. But yeah. So let's get into Cardi, because Jason Lee said that he brought Cardi B and Madonna together, and he said that they had a wonderful conversation. So Cardi's coming forward addressing that. So let's get into it.
And I'm glad that I had a conversation with Madonna, because I am sensitive. Like, y'all already know I'm a sensitive gangster. So what I'm saying? Like, sometimes when I read things, when I see things, like, I just be like, hey, yo, what the fuck? And like, my feelings was a little hurt, because to me, Madonna is not no regular artist. She's actually somebody that I really look up to. I'm a fan of all of her songs. I perform her songs in my talent show. She's one of my favorite artists. She's one of my favorite artists, and I always appreciated what she did. I just feel like she's an amazing feminist woman, and I'm just glad that I had a talk with her, and it was a beautiful talk. And my feelings was hurt, bitch, because I love her. Like, your feelings will be hurt too if you felt some shit that's coming from somebody that you have. I had a beautiful conversation with Madonna.
Cardi, I would have to say I disagree. If I really feel that way, as big as you are, Cardi, pretty much anybody you DM, you're going to get a response. It may not be right away, but they're going to respond. So if you felt that way about Madonna, I was like, hey, just hit her up offline. Like, did you mean anything by this? Because Cardi said that, you know, sometimes she reads things wrong and stuff like that. And I mean, there's proof. Motorsport. When Nikki said if Quavo to QB, I'm Nick Lombardi, she said that about Cardi first. She said if Cardi to QB, I'm Nick Lombardi, is what Nikki had said. So she didn't mean that as an insult, is how I feel. I just feel like, you know, because Nikki, like, I'm the queen, you know, like I've been inspiring the girls. So, you know, Cardi's coming up, which is cool. If she the QB, you know, I'm Nick Lombardi. You know, like that's all she was saying. You know, it wasn't like a diss, but Cardi took it as a diss, and I can't tell Cardi how to feel. So, I mean, it is what it is. But that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, Motorsport was not a diss. You know, to the original was not a diss to Cardi. I don't feel that way. How we talk, you know, when because I mean, Cardi's a part of, you know, she's a part of the Black community. She hangs around a lot of Black people. She's around a lot of Black people. She grew up in the Bronx. You know, so acknowledging the fact that that this person is good, you know, coming an up and comer, but I'm mother, I don't feel like that's a problem because it's true. At that point in time, Cardi wasn't she didn't have the amount of success that she has now. So if Cardi had the amount of success that she had now, and then Nikki jumped on the track and said that, I could see that being a little shady. I could see that. Because like, okay, well, Cardi is out here working. She got all these number ones, and I mean, the girl is working. But that was earlier in Cardi's career, like really early in her career. So I feel like that's why Nikki was saying it. I don't, in my opinion, I wasn't there. I'm not in Nikki's brain. I'm not in Cardi's brain. But I'm just saying, when I first heard it, I didn't think it was a diss. I guess I could see how she could view it as a diss, just like this, with this situation with Madonna. I mean, I guess, you know, with her putting "You're welcome" itches at the end and putting a clown face. I mean, I guess, you know, but you know, Cardi says she's sensitive, so you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I would have just hit her up in the DM, like, girl, is she trying to get beat up or not? Like, what's going on? Moving along. So, hot or not, y'all? Look at these builder sluts. Hot or not? I'm not gonna answer the question, and the reason I'm not gonna answer the question about Kylie Horsian, Jenna, why I'm not gonna answer the question about her, because clearly she's not hot, and the reason she isn't is because Travis is allegedly cheating on her.
Travis Scott is denying any wrongdoing.
Shut up. Travis is allegedly cheating on her again, so clearly she's not hot. Clearly she's everything but hot. Because why he keep cheating on you? Why for come? Why for come? Why for come, girl? If you such a hot commodity, if everybody wants y'all, then why the Black guys you guys keep choosing? Because they're not supposed to cheat on you guys because you're better than Black girls, right? But they keep cheating on y'all. Girl, 23 going on 53. Kylie, you look old. So let's get into this. Kylie Jenner's partner, Travis Scott, has denied wrongdoing after finding himself immersed in a cheating scandal involving a familiar face. Late last week, Instagram model Rosine Carr, who's years ago denied rumors of a fling with him, shared on her private Instagram stories a video showing the Astroworld rapper on the set of a shoot, raising speculation that they had met up. Travis then posted a statement on his account. It's a lot of weird-ish going on. He wrote on his own IG stories post, an uninvited person was sneaking photos on what was supposed to be a closed set while I was directing a video. I'm saying this for the last time. I don't know this person. I've never been with this person. Hold on, Travis. Let's read this right here again. Late last week, Instagram model Rosine Carr, who years ago denied rumors of a fling with him, shared on a private Instagram stories a video showing the Astroworld rapper on the set of a shoot, raising speculation that they had met up. Travis then posted a statement on his account. So what Travis saying is, Travis, you're clearly lying because it's a familiar face. So that means that she's been around you before. They even know her name. Like all of that. So it's not like, oh, Travis is meeting up with this mystery woman. And so, no, they know exactly who she is. And you've met up with her before. she denied that y'all met up before because just like then and just like now, you were dating Kylie. So stop making it seem like she is a stranger on set. Just like you said, an uninvited person was invited to a closed set. Travis, they're not going to let somebody into a closed set if you are shooting the video, meaning who you want on set is going to be there. If she was not, you didn't say she was there with another patron or there with another man or another girl or a producer or something, the artist. You didn't say that. You didn't say that. Okay? You just said that she was invited on a closed set, meaning that somebody had to give her the location of where you were. Why would it not? It's your video shoot. Why would it not be you? What? Doesn't make sense. And you act like you don't know her. Yeah, you do. She's denied rumors of sleeping with you before. So that means that y'all had to be in the same facility in order for those rumors to even come about. So it's like, stop lying. Like your lying already grows. Like, I'd be like, oh, please, ooh, I can't stand somebody like telling a bold-faced lie to your face. Like, I just cannot take. But anyways, and so he says right here, a closed set while I was directing a video. So that means that if the set is closed, Travis, you closed the set. It's your video shoot. Now, Mason done said a long time ago, about 2 years ago, that you and Kylie were not together. And I believe Mason is telling the truth. I don't think that Travis and Kylie are together. I think that they're together for the public. Because Kylie feel like trash for having 2 children out of wedlock. Being a mother basically all of her 20s. Kylie didn't enjoy none of her 20s. I mean, besides the nannies. But other than that, she's had children all of her 20s. Not like her other sisters. Her other sisters lived. They didn't start having children until like late 20s, early 30s. They start having children. Kylie's been a mom. She's been a teen mom. Like, when she had her first child, what, like 19? Or something like that? 19 or 20 years old. So her whole 20s, she done been a mom. Mm-hmm. All her 20s. You see Holly Bailey, she over there living her life. Chloe, she over there living her, they got no turn. They got no turn. They got no turn. They having fun in their 20s. They live in their 20s. Mm-hmm. They've been sleeping with rappers since they was allegedly 14 years old. Like, to Kylie, her 20s was in her teens. Because she was going around doing everything adults do. In clubs and stuff with Tyga. You know, all of that stuff. Girl, you're 14, 15 years old. 14, 15 years old. Already doing what grown people do. So to Kylie, it's not a problem to get pregnant and have a baby. You know, and all of that stuff. Why not? To oops and get pregnant. Like, that's fine. I mean, I've already lived. I've done things that 30-year-olds haven't done yet. And I'm only 16 years old. So, yeah. So, yeah, girl, her flag. So, all of her 20s, she have been a whole mother. So, yeah, I think that she's embarrassed because her other sisters get married. Chloe been married. Mm-hmm. Kim, infamous for getting divorced. Courtney married. Like the other ones get married. Kendall doesn't have to get married. She don't have no kids either. So, I mean, there's really no rush, you know, for any of them. But Kylie there. Okay, girl. Okay. Because they took Mason's social media when he came forward and said that they were not in a relationship. And Mason's like, no, they are not together. Kylie and Travis are not together. I believe Mason. I believed him. And they took him off, Courtney took him off social media after that. So then she took away his TikTok, all of that stuff. She said, after Scott and I sat down. What? After Scott and I sat down and talked about Mason's social media activity, nah, he didn't do nothing if you ask me. Yeah, somebody asked him a question, and unlike you hoes, he told the truth. And unlike y'all, he told the truth. Like, everybody got a lot of y'all know they ain't together. And that's exactly what he said. I don't feel like Mason's lying. Like, what he got to lie for? It makes sense that they're not together. It absolutely does. I don't think it's an on and off thing. I think just sometimes they sleep together. Like, that's it. But to uphold an image, yeah. I think that I don't think they have an open relationship. I just think that they're together for the media. Like they're not together. Mm-mm. Absolutely not. So let's get into this real quick before we get out of here because we're about to go on station head and do Shantober. Let's pull this up. So we just read this about what Kyle said. Travis said, "Oh, it's a lot of weird ish going on. I don't know this person. She was invited to a closed set. I mean, uninvited on a closed set. Blah blah blah." So let's get into what she had to say.
No, you shouldn't be nice. My friends were like, the first time this happened, they were like, oh yeah, like get the money. Like people were offering me money for interviews. They were like, do it. I was like, no, like I don't want to be associated with this man. I don't want to be known for this. But see, that's what happens when you're too nice. People just get too ballsy. Anyways, I don't care. I really hope your PR stunt, happy family shit goes well and the whole world buys it, even though you're the shittiest human being that has ever walked. But it just goes to show, see, like you don't. Okay, so what we're not going to do is we're not going to lie on me because I've been good. I posted whatever fucking story you guys wanted me to post. I pretended I didn't know you, went along with whatever fucking narrative you guys wanted to, no matter how much like bullshit I got from it. But to say you don't know me and you've never been with me, when you've definitely been with me, when fucking everybody's seen you with me, when I have pictures and videos of you with me. Come on, sir. Or like even fucking this Valentine's Day, I saw you. I ran out the door, and you had every single girl I know blowing me up. Like Trav's asking for you, come back. Are we pretending that didn't happen too? Like, come on, you cheat on that bitch every single fucking night. The whole fucking city sees it. Don't do this. And I was invited to that video shoot, you guys. I personally do not go anywhere unless I'm invited there. Okay, so what we're not going to do is we're not going to lie on me because
I 100% believe her. I believe her. She has dropped photos and videos of her and Travis being together. And this was back in the, not like years and years and years ago, but it was maybe a year or two ago. So she's not lying. Like and when she's saying you guys, she's talking about him and Kylie. Because they know her. Like to say you don't know me, like that is so stupid. Like that's trash. Like you're not about to just lie on me like I'm just this crazy person. No, Travis said out of his own mouth that the video shoot was a closed shoot. Closed. So that means that only selected people know about it. So say somebody else that was there hit her up and told her to come to it. She would not have been able to get in. She would not have been able to. Because they would have told her at the door, this is a closed shoot. So for her to get through, that means that somebody with power over that shoot invited her. Because how she get exactly where you at if there's no invitation? I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. Now, see if it was an open shoot, or something like that, then yeah, just pretty much, you got girls and groupies and stuff around us going to be in the video and stuff like, oh, let me hit my girl up and see if she want to come real quick. That I would understand. But a closed shoot means that there's a selected amount of people there. If you're not there working, you're just simply not there. Like you have no business here if you're not working. And closed shoots are usually quick shoots. You want to get in and out, type of situation. You don't want too much traffic, too many people around, just gets chaotic, So I'm like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. She's been around you a few times. It's not just one time she's been around him. She's been around him often. And she said out her own mouth, like, I came to a place where you were at, and then the girls are coming outside telling me you send it for me, telling me to come back. And she slept with him multiple times. And like she says, everybody say, I ain't the only chick you sleep with. You sleep with whoever. All you do is cheat. Like you sleep with whomever you want. Like, what are you talking about? Like, gross. Like, there's something. I believe her because she has receipts. And the reason I believe her because Travis is a liar. Travis said that he does not know her. He has never met her. That's what he said it in his own post. Let me pull it back up. There are videos. She has videos and pictures of multiple situations and different situations. So it's not like all her videos are from one place. Like, no, she's been around a few times, more than a few times. So I'm just like, yeah, what's with the lies, bro? Just like tell the truth. You got a lot of kick it. So right here, it's a lot of weird ish going on. An uninvited person was sneaking photos on what was supposed to be a closed set while I was directing a video. I'm saying this for the last time. I don't know this person. I've never been with this person. You are lying. She has receipts stating the other. Like, you're lying. You do know her. You have been with her. Like, what's she got to lie for? Like, I mean, this is what y'all do. Y'all smash chicks. Like, okay. It is what it is. So like she said, if you and Kylie want to sit over there with that fake, girl, if y'all want to sit over there with that fake narrative and act like y'all a happy family and all of that stuff, girl, please. Kylie, you getting cheated on every single night and you know it. You know it. That's why I said I feel like they're just together for the cameras, because Travis does what he wants to do. She is not the only female coming forward saying that she's sleeping with Travis. That she's sleeping with Travis. She's not. She's not the only one. There's plenty of girls that's saying like, oh yeah, we smashed, no big deal. So yeah, it's like you're clearly lying, and I'm not about to help you save face for Kylie. I want her to be embarrassed because she ought to be. So yeah, here Flip. So y'all will do nothing to protect the Kardashian clan. Nothing. And I do believe this girl. So it's not about me being biased. It's about her having receipts. Where's your receipts that you don't know her? Where's those receipts? Where are those receipts? And then he asked insult to injury. Then he posted this. Did I save it? Did I save it? Boom. He said, if you wasn't at this table on V-Day, then you wasn't with me. What does this prove? I'm like, what? What? If you wasn't at this table on V-Day, then you wasn't with me. She didn't say she slept with you on the table. Where did you go after you left this table, Travis? Did you spend a night at this table with Kylie and your kids? Did you spend a night at this table? Mm-hmm. She didn't say nothing about it being at this time. She said it was that day. So again, what does this mean? I'm like, this means nothing. This means nothing. You're pressed that she brought forth that y'all slept together on Valentine's Day. Like y'all did. Whether it's before you went to this table or after you left it. Like, you're weird. I'm like, ugh. Y'all niggas is pathetic. Y'all make cheating boring. Y'all make cheating boring. I'm like, yeah, you're an idiot. I'm like, yeah, this proves nothing. Nothing at all. Just because that's where you and Kylie ate dinner. Oh, it's a shame that you went and smashed your girl either before or after. That's a shame that you either came in the house freshly fucked or went right after. So weird. So I'm your hair flip. But we're about to go over to the station here. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I love y'all so much. Once again, shout out to the 90K. We're going to go over to the station here. So please come over and join us if you guys want. So I'm going to put the link on the community feed, on the community on my YouTube. So if you guys want to come over, if you haven't been over there before, it's a blast. We have a good time. So make sure you guys can book. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned about the situation, yeah, he's cheating. He absolutely, I mean, it's obvious. But whatever. But yeah, so we're about to go over to the station here right now. The link is in the chat. Thank you, Carolyn and Lysandra and everybody else that's dropping it. We're about to go over there right now. Well, give me like 10 minutes. I gotta use the restroom. And I have to wash my hands. So yes, so we're about to head over there. I love you all. I will see you guys over there on station. If I don't, I will see you on the next show. Surviving China will be Surviving Black China will be our next surviving video. So I love y'all. And until the next show, bye. Fresh, flex, fresh, flex.